Video 29. You've made it. Just one more day. Just one more video. We're going to talk about time series because as a marketer, you cannot escape time series data. Your whole life is time series data. It is a huge, huge topic. So we're only going to cover a couple of little things because we're just doing the basics of data analysis here in Python. So as usual, load in the data, get that matplotlib inline in there. And we're going to use a different data set today. We're going to use Facebook data because it's on a time series. We're going to load it in. We're going to inspect it. A lot of NaN values in here, a few objects, floats. So we now kind of understand what the data is made up of, how big it is. So there's only 1,300 rows and 15 columns. And then we're going to just jump right in. So when you're dealing with time series, it's good to make sure that even though you think the format of the date is 100% correct, ensure that Pandas knows that it is definitely a time series. What we're going to use reporting starts here. And what we're going to do is we're going to replace reporting starts with pd.toDateTime. So that's saying that's like shoving it into a date time format. And then just the series. Look at that. There we go. So it is definitely a time series. Next up is we are going to set this series as the index, because when we draw plots, we just want it to know immediately that's the x-axis. And then we are going to sort them because they're not in order. So there's 2014 there, and then I think there's some 2014s here. So if we draw that, it's going to be all over the place. So we're going to sort it. And we're going to fill any NA values, which we had plenty of, with zeros, just to make life easy. You may want to fill it with the average, or you might want to remove all the nans, but if you remove all the nans in this data set, you'll pretty much not have any data. And then what we want to do is we want to replace our Facebook data object with data that is only D-type, float, or integer, so only numbers. So we want to get rid of all this stuff. We only want, if we look at that, there we go, only numbers. Because you can't really plot a time series with text. There's ways, like we did with dummies, to change a text, so you might be able to use it in a time series, even though I don't think that would work particularly well. Next thing we want to do is we want to filter out the data. So we're going to go back to our old friend mask, and we're going to go mask equals, and we're going to create a filter. Because we noticed here that there's really nothing going on up until this date. And then that's when campaign activity properly begins. Something was done up here, but it doesn't look like that it was a mobile app install campaign. It looked like it was some sort of post boost or something like that. So we want to filter out that stuff. So we're going to go mask, run that, and then we're going to replace the Facebook data object again with the mask. So FB underscore data, and then apply the mask like we've done in other videos. There we go. Okay, so let's quickly look at that. So there we go. Starting from the date range that we wanted, scrolling down, there's data in at least a couple of those columns. So what we might want to do is, so we've got daily data there, but maybe we just want to look at the weekly impact. What's the average activity over the week? And we do this by using a method called resample. And we're going to create an object called resample. So it's going to be Facebook data.resample. So it's going to take all the data and then resample it for, you can guess this one, for the week. And you can do D for day. I think it's S for seconds. I don't think minutes is M. I need to figure that out now. I've not used it in a while. So it resamples it, but then we need to say, right, what do you want me? I've resampled it by the date. So what do you want me to do with the numbers? And with the numbers, you want it just to give you the average in this case. So run that, very simple, very quick. There we go. So the numbers are slightly different, which means we're probably getting the average, not for the first one, because the day of the week might have been, it might have been the last day of the week. But the dates have definitely changed. So we'll get the 15th and the 22nd, so it's averaged all that out. So we can trust that it's job correctly. Next thing we want to do is plot a bar chart with the secondary axis being mobile app installs. There we go. Took a little bit of time because it was dealing with the resampled, so it's kind of an additional operation that it needs to work with. And that is time series. That is your first time series data right there in front of you. And these are the kind of key things that I found difficult in the beginning when I was learning, and things that weren't immediately obvious. So hopefully that was helpful. If it was, and if you're liking the series as it is, give us a thumbs up, give some comments or questions in the comments box below, and subscribe if you want to help the community grow. And if you really want it to help it grow, then share it with your friends and tell everybody about the DATABOI.com project. I will see you for our final video, video 30. You've done it for 30 days. Well done. Well, almost done it for 30 days. So, yeah, check it out. See you tomorrow. Ciao.